The second half of 2023 gets underway tonight. It's time to kick it off with the top 5 storylines. At number 5, can the Yankees' new hitting coach, Sean Casey, turn around the team's offensive woes? This is the first time general manager Brian Cashman's tenure that the Yankees have fired a coach during the season. And remember, Cashman has been the GM since the 1998 season. Sean Casey's hire is a sign that the Yankees want to bring in someone who they believe will be able to communicate on a more even playing field with their veterans. Going into the All-Star break, DJ LeMahieu had a 643 OPS, Giancarlo Stanton was just at 702, and none of their regulars had an OPS above 800 other than Aaron Judge. Things have to turn around quickly because as of today, the Yankees sit outside of the playoff picture. At number 4, which of the top 3 payroll teams make the playoffs, if any? The Mets, the Yankees, and the Padres are the top 3 teams in payroll respectively, but up to this point, there have been so many question marks with each star-studded team. What a disappointment it would be to spend all that money on your roster while paying luxury taxes and not even see the 2023 postseason. The fan bases of all 3 teams are losing patience, but ultimately, it will be on the stars of these teams to rise to the occasion. If not, all 3 of these teams could look completely different next year. That includes coaching staffs and front offices as well. Number 3, which of this year's surprise teams are for real, for real? It's pretty safe to say that the Reds, the Rangers, the Orioles, the D-backs, and the Marlins have all been pleasant surprises this year. All of these teams would be in the postseason if the season ended today. But it don't end today, and there's a lot of season left. Which of these teams will bolster at the trade deadline and maybe even surprise us by going after some of the biggest names available? Which of these teams are most built for the long run? I don't know, but I'm all in on Cincinnati De La Cruz's. At number 2, the NL MVP race is going to be something to keep your eye on. The American League MVP seems all but locked up by Shohei Ohtani, but Ronald Acuna Jr. and Corbin Carroll may make it a little interesting on the National League side. No matter who wins, we may see a historic performance by either player. Acuna Jr. is on pace for 38 homers and 75 steals over the full 162-game season. There's never been a 30-70 season in MLB history, and Carroll looks likely to win the Rookie of the Year, but also has an outside shot at the MVP. Only 2 players have ever won both in the same year. Red Sox outfielder Fred Lynn back in 1975, and Mariners outfielder Ichiro Suzuki back in 2001. Oh, and Mookie Betts has also entered the chat. The number 1 storyline from the beginning of the season will continue to be the top storyline till the end of the season. Will Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout end up being the single most wasted duo in sports history? The Angels sit 7 games back from the top of their division and 5 games back from a wild card spot, so it's not looking good. But the Angels owner, Artie Moreno, has stood firmly about not trading Ohtani. However, he might have to eat those words here in a couple of weeks. Moreno might be hard-headed, but he ain't incompetent. You have to get some value for Ohtani at the deadline, because letting him leave this team at the end of the season with not much in return would be a travesty to the franchise. Back to you, LG. Take it over.